Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Turn here once more again, and today I have for all of you another My Godzilla collection figures. This time around, we have ourselves a Mecha Godzilla. Technically speaking, my only Mecha Godzilla. This right here is Kiryu from Godzilla Tokyo s.o.s. This right here is the Kiryu heavy armor version, as this right here is the Kiryu that got after its damage from the first Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. Well, the Millennium version, I should be specific on that. Well, then again, for those who don't know, like there's multiple distinguishations of Godzilla versus Mechagodzillas. I digress. This right here is the Kiryu after it's fully repaired and made heavily armor. Got new cannons on it. Got new backpack, new cannons on the back. Got new double blades. Well, I like to call them Wolverine blades. I forget what they're called, but double wrist blades. Its chest piece no longer has the absolute zero cannon. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, because it got destroyed, because the diamond that got destroyed during its previous battle against Godzilla in the Godzilla against Mechagodzilla movie. So its chest piece got replaced with a triple Mazor cannon. Sadly, right here for this toy, it's not able to do it too well. Able to show it. This right here is just the figure as is. But yeah, without a way, let's go dive right in with a little more thorough look through of the figure. And we're back with a little bit more of a thorough look through of the figure. As I mentioned before, this right here is the second version of Kiryu that we do see in the movies. The backpack gets replaced from its original backpack, as this is a little bit more heavy armor version of it, to be able to fight against the Millennium Godzilla. That's the one with the purple spikes, for those who want to know, which we did review that version of that toy a while back ago, I think a couple months ago back. This right here actually was a birthday present that I actually got as a gift from one of my best friends. What's it called? Because at the time, he knew how much I wanted because Bandai made a model kit of this, and I wanted it. I actually made two versions of the model kit for this: the one from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and the one from Tokyo s.o.s. Sadly, when they came out, they ran out of stock immediately, and then when they came back out again, I didn't have the money for it, so it saddens me. And even right now, right now they're still in stock, because I do see them, but what's it called? I don't have the money for them. They cost like almost like around $200, and like, yeah. But so, not being able to get that, my friend actually got this for me as a birthday gift for me, which I do appreciate him for. What's called, as to add another to the collection. As I do have, most of my Godzilla figures are toys, so it's actually gets fine as is. So this is actually one of the more recent Godzilla figures that I got. That's my other ones that I mentioned before are almost 20 years old. This guy right here is like 5 or 6 years old, as I did get this like around 20... I forget, was it 2019 or 2020 when he gifted this to me? I forget. I will say, as far as when it comes to movability and posability, he's not as posable as the other Godzilla figures. He does have movement in his arms, as he's able to rotate, but rotation for the arms is only up and down, as far as you can see right there, as the shoulder cannons kind of block it, as this is all solid plastic piece, but all of this is kind of like a rubber plastic, so it's kind of movable, as you can see right there, squishy. It's meant to be played with, as this is basically a toy more than action figure. This is a toy. But overall movement's still pretty nice. What's it called? Its head's able to spin around, so free spin movement, which is pretty nice. Its tail right here is able to spin around. So, overall, pretty good. A little bit better than some of the other Godzilla figures I actually did. When it comes to their toys not being able to move as well, but this one is. Sadly, the legs are just basically molded legs, so there's no movement. But now, then again, as this is kind of like a rubber plastic, so a little bit squeezed. So technically speaking, you can move it a little bit, but that's because the plastic is kind of like one of those like rubbery. Kind of like a rubber ducky plastic, if you know what I'm talking about. So, what's it called? What's the feel of this? Like some parts is like hard, like on the head, and some parts on the arms, but other parts is like kind of like that rubber ducky plastic where you can like move it. But yeah, and then the detail work's actually not that bad. It's all, as Kiryu is all technically in silver, well, all the Mechagodzillas are in silver. Got a little bit of the glow light right there. As you can see right there, where it's Mechagodzilla. See the detail work here, pretty nice. Overall, it's still pretty good with the detail work, even for like a $20 figure. This actually came out as. I know a while back I was planning on doing some actually touch-up colors and painting it on some of the detail work and panel lining, giving it like a little bit of panel lining to make this a little bit much more detail. And I actually still am going to do that. I do that as like a little painting project later down the line. For my own customization, like I might do like add some of the because a lot of these do have like kind of like carbon fibers and whatnot, because Kiryu is technically kind of like a more, not would say more open mech, but you can see a lot of the wiring around, as unlike with some of the other Mechagodzillas, Kiryu is technically battery operated in a sense where it only has like a 2-hour lifespan during battles. But overall, still a pretty good figure, and I do love it as the only Mechagodzilla in my inventory, which is, not gonna lie, kind of sad and a little bit disappointed in myself that I never got more Mechagodzillas. But hey, that's kind of life. You don't get everything that you get in time, but hey, I get what I got, and I'm happy about that. And this is still a pretty good figure, and it's still probably one of my pride of my Godzilla collection right here. As when it comes to like all the Mechagodzillas, for me personally, Kiryu was my favorite. I love its design more. Second after that is the Heisei era Mechagodzilla, the one that fought against Godzilla during King. Trying to remember, it was King Ghidorah. No. Yes. Trying to remember. No, because after King Ghidorah, it was Mecha King Ghidorah. Then they made the Mechagodzilla there. I'm trying to remember if there was a Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla for Heisei. No, there was. My brain's just forgetting about it because it's been so long since I watched those movies. But overall, still a pretty good figure. I do love it. What's it called? This is something actually that you can get on Amazon. It's a $20 figure, so if you want to have it for your collection, it's pretty cheap. It should be still pretty cheap there and whatnot. What's called? The $20 figure is not that bad at all. Pretty good figure to add to collection. And if you want to get this for your kids or your friends and whatnot, so they can have the collection and whatnot, I do recommend it. It's a pretty good figure. It's not too much. It's not too much for it. It's overall pretty good. I love it. I've had this for, like I mentioned before, like a couple of years now, like 5-6 years. And overall, still a pretty good figure. And yeah, that is it for the review for my Kiryu Mechagodzilla. Overall, nice figure. I actually pretty am happy. My best friend got this for me as a birthday gift. I really do appreciate that. Years ago, I will say maybe not now that I'm working right now, I'm gonna damn well try to get me that Bandai's model kit of both versions of Kiryu, the one from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and the one for Tokyo s.o.s. I know there's 2 versions of that. So that's going to be an investment, so I'm probably not going to be able to get that this year. But at least I'm going to try to aim for that. But with that out of the way, folks, if you liked the video, please consider dropping a like, share, and subscribe, as I do always appreciate it, folks. And as always, have a nice day. This is Priority signing out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.